Hello there, Professor Brown. I'm going to be presenting, or I guess whoever's watching, I'm going to be presenting my professional growth plan for after I'm done with college and once I'm graduated and a certified teacher. So, this is my professional growth plan. So, one of my first things that I want to do once I'm a certified teacher and have a job is I want to get a master's degree. So, I do want to go out and teach and get a job at least for a few years before I come back to school because I think I need a break, a couple of years. So just to get in the flow of teaching as well, and maybe to even have kind of a foot in the door to maybe do a study for my master's degree. I know that some of the master's degree programs have you do a culminating project at the end where you kind of have to do a study. So I can't really do a study if I'm not teaching in schools and already have a job. So, yep, I want to obviously go get a job first and then come back and do my master's degree. I do want to go to Central Washington and go through their physical education and health master's degree program. I know that they sometimes give a tuition waiver if you go out into the field and then come back for your master's degree. So that would be one of the reasons why um, I would come back here. So, yep. Another kind of goal of mine is to get my national boards eventually. Um, I know that teachers kind of have to recertify and put more clock hours in every few years. So my first kind of recertification um, project would be that master's degree, but after that would be national boards. So yeah, I think it's just one of those things. As you as a college professor kind of have tenure, this would be kind of my equivalent for tenure just as a middle school or high school PE teacher. So maybe not as big of a deal, but again, it's kind of a big deal to a high school or middle school teacher. And then obviously with both the master's degree and national boards, it would be an opportunity to learn a lot more things and implement that into my classroom. But also in Washington, we get a pretty good pay raise once we get these. So obviously progressing in my career, that would be very nice as the years go on and I become more of a veteran teacher. And then one of my last goals, which maybe these aren't in chronological order. This might come first, even before my master's degree, and definitely probably before my national boards. But one thing I really want to do is get into coaching and kind of creating team culture and school pride at whatever community I end up in. So obviously for, a normal classroom teacher, this may not be connected to maybe a professional growth plan, but for me as a physical educator and a health teacher, I think this totally relates to kind of my content area, I guess. Um, the way it works in my mind is that if students enjoy my class, if students enjoy my class, they're going to want to be healthy and be active even outside of class. So I think that if a lot of students are participating in sports outside of school and outside of the class, I think that's a good reflection of me as a teacher and my physical education program. And if students do value their health and fitness. So I think that's kind of a big thing and something that I want to do. I've already uh, volunteered to volunteered to help coach the high school cross country team of where I'm student teaching at this fall. So I think that'll be a good kind of foot in the door for me. Yeah, I definitely have enough experience to coach. I ran 2 years at a junior college just outside Seattle, and then I came and ran cross country and track here at Central Washington while I was attending school. Um, so I definitely have the qualifications, and I just want to be able to kind of inspire the next generation of athletes. And I want my team to kind of be known around campus for being very inclusive and, a very safe space. If maybe you're just getting into sports and you just want to come and have fun, I want my teams to range from someone who's just trying things out and coming to have fun and just to hang out with their friends. Maybe they don't even like the sport. Maybe they just want to get in shape. And then obviously on the other end, if a kid wants to go and do college athletics or maybe win state or something, I want to be able to provide workout plans and enough, I guess, coaching knowledge to be able to support them in that. So I just want my team to be known around campus as very friendly, um, and welcoming and inviting to any range of athletes. So I think that is kind of why this relates to my professional growth plan. So yeah, and then those are my three. And then I just want to say thank you for a great quarter. I know I was kind of slacking on some stuff, but I really appreciate you having that late work deadline. So I was just working a really labor intensive job this summer, and so having that deadline till the end of the quarter really helped me out, obviously. So just want to say thank you to you again. And a lot of the stuff I wish I would have kept up on time, because I would get into some of this stuff and then I'd really actually be pretty engaged, and I appreciate your kind of freeness, I guess is the word, maybe. But your kind of moldability of how we did our assignments to tailor to us to make it interesting to us, especially with the um, web query, or however you pronounce that. I really enjoyed that assignment, and how I was able to tailor it to me. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for a great quarter. And your class was the last class I had to take to graduate college. So now I'm on to student teaching, and thank you very much.